Hey, thanks for stopping by. My name is Yoshi, and on behalf of Gamers Classified, I have a special feature for you. Today, I'll be bringing you an interview with Logan Carter, who is a World of Warcraft enthusiast and one of the moderators on the World of Warcraft Oceanic Facebook page. Come on, let's go see what he has to say about this iconic game. Recording.
Good.
Cool. All right, so are you ready to start the interview?
Yes, yeah.
Sure thing.
Heaps.
If I'm looking down, it's just because I'm taking notes.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
Sure thing. So, would you like to tell me how you first got interested in video games?
I was really kind of always in them. I mean, my first ever console was like an Atari 2600 when I was a wee nipper. But I guess when I first got into computer games was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
My auntie got me a computer,
Aw.
a Pentium 90 486 with 16 megabytes of RAM, and it was actually a Westwood game that I first got into, Command and Conquer.
Okay.
And then obviously Blizzard had StarCraft after that, and Diablo. So I was a big fan of Blizzard through their earlier stuff, even Warcraft 1 and 2, Orcs versus Humans, and even their older games through Synapse. So it was sort of like, I really liked them and Westwood that made the Command and Conquer series, with two studios that I've really supported the entire time.
Okay, sure. Thank you. And so moving on to the second question. When did you first discover World of Warcraft, and what do you like about this game?
I discovered it in at a LAN event that we held up in Auckland over here in New Zealand, where it's called Farmland. It was held in a barn. There was about 80 to 90 of us that packed out this barn that we were using with old ISP gear kitted out on network gear, and there was people playing the beta, and that was where I got introduced to it, and so downloaded the beta, and then was there from the beginning. Took a wee break, but basically it was through a LAN. Like, we were all playing Counter-Strike and Quake 3 Rocket Arena and games like that, and then there was WoW over to one side, which was, I mean, you dabbled in a little bit of RuneScape and stuff like that, but this was different, and that's what got me hooked, was, I guess, at the start, sort of the art values, like how it was very immersive, but not lifelike. And that sort of, it was that art level that sort of went, well, what's this? And then the diversity and the fact that it wasn't a huge grind like other MMOs at the same time.
Sure. Yeah, I played a little bit of WoW back in my day, and yeah, I definitely do appreciate you zoom in and you zoom out, and there's still lots of detail in all the characters
Correct.
and all the
Yeah.
surroundings. Thank you. And so can you tell us a bit about what character or characters you play, and if you identify with them at all, or if they speak to you at all?
I mained a priest in vanilla, and now I main a warrior that's been my warrior ever since.
Okay.
I wouldn't say I identify with them, like they're not an extension of me in any way.
Okay.
They're almost an escapism of me.
Yeah.
So, but I'm very loyal to the one character. But my main is my main. It's been my main for since ever. So my warrior, I re-rolled that at the start of Burning Crusade. So
Okay.
the last whatever many years that is, 12 years.
Yeah, and Burning
Yeah.
Crusade, Warlords of Draenor, and now Battle of Azeroth. Is that the progression?
There's also Catalysm
Oh, whoops.
and Lich King in there as well.
Oh yeah. I was
And
like,
Mists of
that's.
Pandaria. So
I
I
would.
mean,
Oh my
yeah,
God, I missed all of them.
yeah. So it's the second expansion.
What's has it been that long? Eesh.
It has, yeah, yeah. So
Jeez. Sure thing. And so, what does a typical game session involve?
if we're talking about tonight, then we'll log on and we'll do some mythics and the world quests. We raid 3 nights a week. Normally, sometimes it gets up to 5.
Wow.
And that's organised mythic progression raiding on our level. So that's 20-person organised raiding. And then on the weekends there'll be some PvP if I'm interested. That's not really my cup of tea, but it happens within the guild. But most of the time, like, I could log on now and there'll probably be 65 players in the guild, all looking to do dungeons and mythics and world quests.
Cool.
One of the things I like about the new expansion is war mode. So you group up as a party of 5. So I find that it's inviting people to get together to work together, and then we just kill anybody that we see because you've got superiority in numbers. So I really like that aspect of the game. I think that's they've done a good job of bringing people together within that PvP content, because I've always been on a PvE server,
Right.
whereby there's no player versus player, but yet this new war mode being accessible to everybody, I think, is a huge game changer in making the game a lot more social, because you're almost forced to group together for those extra rewards.
Sure.
But yeah, tonight will be dungeons. Last night was Mythic Zeros to get geared ready to raid. That's coming out next week.
Good plan. Sure thing. So besides playing the game, is there any other way that you engage with the Warcraft community?
I'm a moderator over on the WoW Oceanic Facebook page, which is at over 8,500 members.
Oh, congratulations.
So there's 5 of us that run that. And it just started off as a wee group. I think I was a member back when there was about 3,000 people, so it's steadily growing. There's my guild. So the guild that I'm in, we have a few meetups and that sort of thing.
Cool.
We have people fly in from all over the show.
Oh, that's lovely.
Mostly all around the country and that sort of thing. So there's that aspect of it as well. There's a social aspect of it outside of the game. And yes, that's kind of cool. Other things, I mean, even I used to work in IT, and people would come in and see either my Alliance badge or just why you're building a PC, and get talking to them that way when I was running my own wee IT store before I changed tack.
Yeah, I remember I had to call my bank for something once, and they're going through my transactions, and they're like, "Oh, I see you have a Blizzard transaction," and I'm like, "Thank you, just stick to the topic at hand.
Yes.
This transaction, please, thank you."
Yeah. That shows up quite often on my account as well.
And last question, how would you like to see World of Warcraft develop or expand in the future?
I think they do a pretty good job. Like, I'm a consumer. I don't have very many. I'm a fanboy consumer, so I don't have that too many gripes with what they produce. And certainly, if they didn't like something, I think, even though I've spent sort of 12, 13 years in it, I could still walk away from it if there's something that I didn't like.
Yeah.
I think Azerite armor is rubbish. It's awful, but that's minor compared to the rest of the things that they're implementing. I would definitely like to see a level of player customization in order for loot, as far as drops and that goes, so that there was less RNG elements to it and more you could aim for specific pieces, especially now that it's gone to personal loot.
Sure.
Other than that, I think I appreciate the way they engage the community through Twitter, through their blue posts, through even their fan pages, and even with Blizzard Australia recently reaching out to us as a Facebook fan page and giving us giveaways and stuff like that. So you can't fault them in their community engagement. I guess they've had a fair bit of time to learn. So,
Indeed, yeah.
With the game being as old as it is, I guess I fear for the day that they bring out WoW 2 or something like that and just kill it. I think there's so many people with so much time invested into the game. I mean, you're now getting people with over 1,500 days played time and stuff like that, and closer to 2,000. I mean, I'm over 1,000 myself, and that's a huge investment, and they could pull the plug at any time. So, just my one thing that I'd love to see is just keep producing more content.
For sure. Have they made a server which is just vanilla WoW or something like that? Have I heard that?
They're talking about it. They're making it. So it's in development. So my understanding of reading through the lines is they lost all the original code because they always built on the original code.
Right.
And once they implemented new systems, then for 10 years, they didn't need that original code again. They were 10 years progressed. So yeah, I mean, to be fair, that doesn't interest me. I played Vanilla WoW. I'm over it. I remember what it was like, and it was painful. So organising 40 people was not a pleasant experience. 20 is much nicer. So yeah, I mean that a lot of community I can see flocking to that. I mean, if you have a look how well their private servers went with Esalen and Nostramus, then yeah, I see that working for them and seeing, but it doesn't interest me, unfortunately.
Each to their own, that's fine. Well, that was, whoopsie, that was the end of my formal questions. And that concludes our interview with Logan Carter, one of the moderators for the Oceanic World of Warcraft Facebook page and also a World of Warcraft veteran. For more information, please click on one of the links on your screen now. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.